Hello, traders. Welcome to the dump aftermath. Man, we had such a bad macro yesterday and really followed through today. And so I'm just getting set up here. That Nvidia dump, but it was mainly the big memory stocks that kept selling off, and just big tech in general. Where like as of today, yesterday, continuing into today, lowest price seen since May 1st on the NASDAQ. Not even close to the same thing on the S&P 500. And I think that's just more testament to the broad-based rally the market's getting. I mean, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is only 1.13% away from all-time highs, where, hopefully y'all can hear me, audio check. Whereas the NASDAQ is off its all-time high by, wow, nearly 10%. Was 10% at the lows of day today for the little bounce we got. So think about that. 1% off an index fund versus almost 10% off. So, you know, that really just means, I mean, big tech isn't really the place outside of Apple. Maybe there's a few out there, but it just seems like you had this broad-based rotation at the beginning of the new bi-yearly candle, it seems like, because this has been an ongoing correction for big tech. I mean, last time we saw an all-time high was June 3rd. We're going into August now, so we're talking almost 2 months since big tech has pinnacled. All right, so I mean, maybe we just look for other sectors for opportunity. And, you know, from scanning today, it does seem like you do have some all-time highs out there. You do have some potential interesting levels for certain assets. I mean, I feel like maybe the sector that looks really freaking good somehow is entertainment, leisure. I mean, hotels are, you know, selling off, and then they're pivoting, making their highest low ever, and they're rallying. Healthcare is it, and it's the one, man. I think healthcare is it. And that CI, that Cigna trade setup, finally starting to get going today. Loving the way that looks. HCA even, interestingly, looks okay. We could maybe spend some time looking at some healthcare stocks today so you get a better feel of what I'm talking about. This is the S&P 500 on your screen right here. Dead middle of like a range, I guess, between 7345, 7600. So nothing really here that sticks out as exceptional. It's pretty neutral, higher lows, but then lower highs. That is certain contraction. So, and then you can see it performing substantially better than NASDAQ. NASDAQ definitely the worst of the four right now. The worst. Remember that old diamond pattern? Looks like the sellers won the war. Where, yeah, intraday, again, worst price since May 1st, visualized so you can actually see it. Did y'all say audio was okay? No, y'all didn't say anything. Okay, is the stream live? My God, dude. Like, just give me something. This is like low latency stream. So, I mean, like, there's no delay almost on this thing. So, let me know if you have a pulse. That'd be great. Really would appreciate knowing there's a pulse. Okay, so there you go. Those are your two. Then your Dow Jones, again, huge day today, up almost 1%. I mean, that was your fifth highest daily candle close ever, up against that 1414 fib extension. It's good. High. Music's a little high. God dang, dude. I swear I cannot get this stupid garbage to ever make sense. Like, it's either way too quiet, you can't even hear it, or it's too loud. I turn it down. I don't give a crap about the music, really. Okay, some of y'all are here. All right, great. So, again, broad-based market rally where it had been so concentrated for the first half of the year, or at least since that April V-shape, March to April V-shape, no longer the case. And small caps were flat today. Still, I mean, just consolidating, maybe nearing, if they pivoted here and started rallying, it'd be the highest low ever. And that rising wedge, you fell out of it, but did you? I don't even know, right? If you anchor 1 and 2 here, you still have fallen out, but there's, again, been no fall to the downside. So, yeah, and the main culprit of big tech would be the SOX, which is the semiconductor index that you can see here. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since May 5th. Just kind of getting obliterated. I mean, this index today down almost 5%, 4.5%, 11,000. And off the highs, at this point, off the highs on the close today, down 25% in 36 days. So a cool 1/4 of value chopped off in a little over a month. I wonder if this support will hold from mid-May. But yeah, it's been pretty ugly. A lot of profit taken, tons, and rightfully so. And we looked at, even back in the 1999, 1998, like even if you were in some parabolic run and it was going to pivot and it was going to run higher, you were looking at 10, 20% swing days. It's just too much, man. It's like, how do you even keep your mental acuity and sanity in those situations? I don't know if you can. So again, here we just try to have a plan, so we can probably have price objectives and stop loss and all that. And yeah, like that NVIDIA stop loss hit today, yesterday, depending on where you had it. But yeah, and for instance, like NVIDIA, but it's like, is it over? This is what scares me. I just did this for memes to kind of scare. It was like Halloween. Is this really an inverse? If they don't hold it here, it is. I mean, you'd have definite resolution way lower. They look, if you care about a pat, it might be an inverse couple handle. It might not. I mean, good God, that's kind of like unreal. Why does it look like this? Flip it over. It's like they're up against the big resistance here. And if they break it, there's a lack of liquidity until 177, up against 200. So we're hoping, like, this could obviously resolve two ways. I mean, the resolution could be like that. It's just as bad as it could be if they break the neckline, confirmation line, then okay. We've seen patterns fail and they resolve with insane rallies, just like Head and Shoulders bust, and then the move upward is so insane. But if it resolves bearishly, it makes all the sense in the world for a nice, close to measured move here. So I'm not saying that to saying I think it's real. I don't know if it's real. I'm just like, it's kind of, if you paint it like that, it looks kind of cup with handle, right? But dang, man, where it looked like on the 4 hour you had like momentum shifting. The big dump yesterday kind of made it not look as real because they took out that left shoulder, they took out 200 psychological level. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping they confirm one time and 2 times they confirm a bottom here. Bullish bias, because I always want NVIDIA's the market driver, man, right? It dumping is gonna kill the semiconductors, and it's gonna just make the Nasdaq continue to bleed out, and it's gonna make the S&P stay flat. So make of that what you will. Kind of weird, man. Feels weird, man. Like the new data, kind of that big dump 5% candle yesterday, kind of making me feel weird. The 4 hours the go-to. Yeah, in the 4 hour, that pattern busted. It fell below threshold, but they're trying to hold on to the threshold today. So thank God. But like, you're just running out of space here. Could be nasty if they lose it. I'm hoping it fails. Okay. Anyway, so just something to think about. It sucks that we have to think like this. It's a very tough market. So we could look at the big four. NVIDIA today. We could look at let's look at Bitcoin real quick, knock it out. Bitcoin, you see it above my head, right? They're struggling. Man, God, dude, it's like they lost the level. Like yesterday's candle was so ugly, down 2.5%, lowest daily close since July 13th, 2-week lows. And but today, look, they're trying to defend the 63,588, which is that old candle high close from April 2021. They're trying to hold on, man. Typical liquidity grabbing, scam, wick, price action. I mean, they tried this on the 17th before a rally ensued. So dude, it's just like, you're not dead yet. And it's like, you will learn if you say it's already over for buyers, you will learn to not expect anything, because anything's possible until these levels are broken with follow through, and the level hasn't been broken with follow through yet. So we're still kind of in this purgatory where it seems like structurally we're still okay for higher prices. Yesterday's big engulfing candle and lower high also makes it kind of more sketchy. Like this, look at the lower high.
Can you take a look at Zscaler?
Same high as high rise. What's up, random user? Thank you, dude, for the 20. Z-scale. Dude, Z-scale? Wasn't a ZCL or something back in the day? Z-Scala? I don't even know what that is, but I will certainly give it a shot, all right? Rolly scams in every candle almost. Yeah, and this happens to be because of liquidity is so low. Like, there's no volume. No one's trading crypto. No one. Like, no real liquidity. No humans, just bot-driven garbage, buy wall, sell wall, setup, algorithmic. It's just a dead market. Crypto is dead as F if you care about liquidity and trading. It's just not a market. There is no market anymore. That's what you just get. You just get this crap, you know, rallies and then back 200, then just dumps again. And we're still just in that, unfortunately. There's a lack of interest. I believe, unless I'm mistaken, open interest in crypto is still right now lower than it was before October 10th. They killed crypto that day. It's dead. And ever since then, it's been a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Finally, something happened, you know, the weekly exhaustion that could give you reason to believe technically maybe sellers are a little tired and there might be a larger wave higher, maybe to see the 200-day moving average again, maybe to see 70K, but it's not a given because the intermediate downtrend is so well established. And this thing could dump to 60 and still make a higher low and put people in more like agony and torment. It's just a bad market, man. It's a terrible market. So Fiero was saying, you know, he was saying something. He was saying scam wick almost every day. Scam candles. Yeah. Anyway, that's your big one. Ethereum holding up a little better, outperforming for sure. Definitely outperforming, but still up against the big resistance here, where it's going to take Bitcoin holding on here, still trying to make a higher low than the low from mid-July. And we got to break 64.9. I just don't know how Ethereum buyers can break a 1956 resistance without some strength on Bitcoin. So, yeah, I mean, the weekly is kind of what we're looking at, right? The weekly's kind of playing ball a little bit, you know. I know 4 green candles in a row, but maybe sideways this week. But eventually, you would think, like, this is implying, we don't know what candle, what week it's going to be, but eventually, even if it goes back down to 1728, the weekly, it's still fine until I think it falls below 1578, 1580. That bullish engulfing candle is kind of the validation, invalidation point. I mean, if it stays above that level, given enough time, we're eventually going to get some huge bullish resolution. I think you've got everything, you know, all the years we've been finding stuff, studying, researching, trial and error. This has got all the makings of a varsity athlete for hire in the short term, midterm. But you just don't know what week it's going to be. And you don't know if it's going to start back at the 1800 or 1750, or if it's going to start going soon. But we're at that place, that sweet spot where you want value, you got it. You want to take a shot on something via, you know, technical analysis on significant time scales, you got it. It's just, you got the stones to hold if we have a bad week, and then pivot in a couple weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, and then it goes higher. It's gonna be impossible. If we did get bullish resolution, it's gonna be impossible to catch it the day it's happening. It's not gonna work, probably. It'll probably be news driven, some crap. Oh, the McClarity Act, or Vitalik's taking steroids or something, right? But that's where we stand. Same purgatory, waiting on TA to be respected. So far, it's kind of being respected, but not really, because this is implying a wave, a new wave higher. Not trend reversal, but at least back to the 200 week, 2500 area. Anyway, so we're at, I guess, XRP for a moment. It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. I guess my work didn't save here because I adjusted. I guess you're still broken out. Yeah, you're broken out of this channel, but doing nothing because Bitcoin's not doing anything. It's gonna do what Bitcoin does, Ethereum does. So Ethereum and Bitcoin, if they're implying at least an intermediate rally, then this will probably rally too, but it'll probably underperform. And the same with Solana, just knocking these out. They're the top cryptos. It doesn't really look good, man. It doesn't look great here, but it's just gonna do what Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin's gonna rally, then Solana's gonna rally. But if Bitcoin rolls over here, well, you can imagine 58.50 is probably your target. Yeah, it's pretty ugly, man. XRP and Solana just don't look great. Ethereum and Bitcoin have the weekly arguments, and that's kind of it. We could switch it over to gold. Gold looks bad, dude. Like, okay, they held that support and immediately like back testing it, losing it now on the new day. No faith, no hope. You put in a lower high in the previous, like, good God, it's so bad, man. It's just like, you probably gonna go test 3,900 at this point, the way it looks. Probably. And silver, the way it looks, it's not as bad, not quite as bad as gold. Gold, if this was gold, it'd be at 55.70. Still, just there's no evidence that sellers are exhausted. There's no evidence that there's accumulation, right? There's plenty of evidence that sellers are in full control of the momentum of this asset, being silver. So I don't really think you're in good shape here. You'd be hoping on a prayer, I guess, for higher from at this point. Yeah, metals are still kind of technically off limits unless you're trying to short this. Stop would probably be above 60 at this point if it was, but it's a higher risk short because it's so beaten down. Targeting 54.50 eventually, and then 50.70. But yeah, gross, man. Yeah, oil got big wrecked, but now on new day, this is what it's like. Impossible, man. Like, it is so volatile. US oil, it's ridiculous that you have it down, right, in a 3-day period, down 15% in 3 effing days. Oil, a commodity, 15%. And now on the new day, bro, 27 minutes into the new day, in 27 minutes, US oil is up nearly 5%. But hey, it's cool that they tested 78.35 inflection zone. We know it's starting to bounce, and maybe they ping pong it to 85.83 again. Maybe they go to fill the gap at 90.50. Just all over the place, man. We knew at some point this reflexive rally was going to conclude, and it did. Technically with a little bit of a dark cloud cover, I guess. But they gapped it down so bad, down 10% on Monday, yesterday / today, down 3.3%. So it's freakish, crazy volatility. Thunderstorms where you're at, Professor? Yeah, man. These storms, it's my favorite thing ever when a storm's rolling in, dude. I love that. Supercells developing, updrafts. I love time lapsing storms. So it's nothing cooler than that, in my opinion. Chop City. Yeah, Chop City, man. When Vitalik, new dance move. It'll be a while, man, right? Sentiment is so dead. These people, they gotta have an audience to start doing the dog barking and the dancing and the rapping, right? Yeah, so enjoy your ridiculously casino-y commodity, U.S. oil. Gold and silver, a lot more tame, seem a lot more controlled, seem a lot more intact with their trends, which is good because it's more predictable. This is just all over the freaking place every day, man. So we can look at the DXY real quick. US dollar currency index, that bull flag, they broke out of it. Still up there. Today you saw your highest price since June 25th. So we're talking 1 month highs today, intraday. So what we know, just reiterating the analysis, we check this thing out every day now, every stream. It's just Wyckoff accumulation in the final phase, nearing confirmation. Already signed a strength it, already backed up, and looking for confirmation, which would be the highest high and a run to maybe 102.25. That's it, man. It can't be a great, everything's paired against the US dollar. This is the US dollar index. So if the index is doing well, that's the common denominator. Okay, so volatility index down 2.5. It's elevated. You have a meme. It's a meme M shape. Oh, dude, there's an M shape. Yeah, there is, but it's still there. It would be insane if this prophesies some sort of huge volatility event. It could. I mean, like all it has to happen is something insane. Some news-driven catalyst on volatility. Oh man, make that Nvidia inverse coupled handle play out or something. So big's down today, but who cares? Still elevated, right? You've been putting in higher lows since June 4th, higher lows than the previous low from December. So there is like a new base of accumulated volatility for 2026. Is that how you would say it? I guess. Okay. Yeah, so had some interesting stuff today across the markets. I guess before we get into like some of these individual winners, losers.
Hey
today.
man, thanks for the stream. Can you check on INV?
What's up, Diversity Stole my bike? Thanks to 20, dude. We can look at INV. Yeah, we're gonna look at Zscaler, which I didn't know was ZS. By the way, the quad screen. You can see the quad screen. Top left, S&P. Top right, Dow Jones. Bottom left, NASDAQ. Bottom right, Russ 2000. Yeah, Zscaler. There it is. Huh. Interesting. Oh, very interesting down here, man. Okay. Me like. Okay. Multiple reasons why I might like it. First off, it's in that value zone. What's a value zone? We use the Fibonacci tool to determine that. Going from a major discernible swing low of a cycle ending swing low, to a cycle top, trend reversing swing high, obviously, low to high. And where do you see the market participants have taken the asset to? An 88% retrace. We were here before, and there was certain divergence. The divergence played out, and then, okay, that's a reaction off exhaustion, and then it concluded kind of like they do, and dumped locally from its low April to the high. It's an 88% retrace. Very cool to see. So you have value within value, local value, more global value. Also, 123.82, a swing low from 2022, being defended. Very nice. So, right, we're in a really good spot here. Could we plot an M shape? I don't think we could. We'd have to go to like maybe a lesser time scale. You could try to say a shark here. It's just really cool when you scale in when you Z scale or in.
Lizard, 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 lizard. Lizard.
Sorry, I tried to time it. Thanks for the lizard, dude. But the idea here is kind of like it's like an M shape, not real. I mean, it could be valid, but it's an 886 is what I'm talking about, right? There it is, and it just happens to be that 123 level from 6 years ago is being confirmed as support again, just at a completion zone of this little M shape. And you're up here, but I don't know if you really have what if they come for a retest? The only thing you could do at this point, I guess, is like maybe a stop loss below 140, because they're trying to set up a base here and hold it, defend it. And it could be where this is exactly the level where you look for reversals, major reversals, 886s, return type 2 returns, confirmation lows. They're all kind of doing that. So it's actually not bad. Kind of got the makings here. Not bad, because it's like almost like you look at it like type 1 reaction, type 2 return. Wow, kind of got, you're off the lowest risk area. Obviously 123.82 is going to be the most optimum area to be taking a long, strategic long, you know, for the easiest stop loss placement. But at this point, you're off those lows pretty handedly. So maybe like this is the new level they're trying to defend successfully. And if they do, then you can imagine at least going to run it to the C point that made high 193.66. It could be there. This is how the stuff looks, man. Before they reverse everything, how many millions of times have we seen long extended drawdowns conclude with M shapes completing like this? That low. Remember all these lower highs, lower lows, and all of a sudden, after a deep 88% loss in value, it then stops making lower lows. All of a sudden, a higher low comes in, and then another higher low. And wait a second, and then up and down, up and down. You know, you just start ending up getting stuff like this. And then it trend reverse, right? I mean, you see it all the time. All different markets. Yeah, oil's still up. Highs of day, near it, about 5% now. Gold and silver not looking hot. Index funds don't really look great. And NASDAQ looks terrible with plenty of downside potential. And everything else is just holding up the NASDAQ, holding it up. So yeah, we have a value zone, you could say, on Zscaler, right? Due to its where it is retraced from that major low to high, that 3-year trend. You're down here, man. So, and you do. Low, the higher low, hidden bullish divergence in the end on the MACD histogram. Low, higher low. Here's the low. And then here's the higher low with substantially higher levels of negative momentum. That's a continuation implied. You didn't really know it till it started running, but it's just, it was there. It's there. Okay, let's see if it can continue. Maybe the trend's reversing. Maybe this is the very genesis. These M shapes are genesis, trend genesis. Just going into my brain, right? Like the genesis of a new trend. A trend can be, you know, created. A new trend. I mean, these are trend arbiters. The arbiter of the new trend, the M shape, in that perfect strategic spot. As you've seen before, which a good example, old Activision Blizzard, and it got bought out by whoever. But just down here, same type of behavior where you, that massive drawdown, then the M shape just develops, dude. It just develops. It's just there. There's a higher low all of a sudden. There were lower lows, lower highs, dump. And then higher lows. Look, this is kind of maybe where that Z-scaler is, right? They reacted off the bottom and they started correlating to other key levels and just held and then just ran. But then it chopped around. The new trend had already begun, right? But from September 2019 all the way to March 2020, 200 days of like, yeah, higher highs, but the gains were taken out, wiped out. COVID crash happened. Then it ran, right? The trend had already reversed even before COVID, even after COVID. It's wild stuff, right? So this is just what you look for, those M shapes, man. They're there. They do things. I mean, I think NVIDIA had one at one point. Many others. I think Apple way back, long time ago, had an M shape. Bitcoin, come on, dude. Like, right? I mean, the best example probably ever is just Bitcoin. Going all the way back. I mean, the legendary Garley, dude. Like, just context is important. You can never forget it because it was so incredible. It made me go viral. Put me on the map, man. The M shape after its long extended drawdown, dump, capitulation. There it is, right? And then it just ushered in a reversal. And you did not ever see 33.43 ever again, though you did see 38.50 at the COVID crash lows. But yeah, anyway, just crazy stuff, man. These M shapes are magic, actual magic. So let's look at these. That was Zscaler. That was for a random user. Hopefully that was, I don't know if that was helpful or anything, man. Thank you so much for the 20, dude. And then Diversity, thank you so much for the 20. Once INV, we'll look at it real quick. Inventure Incorporated. How are we doing here? Oh my God. Yeah, not great, man. Not great. Yeah, on the cusp of a big breakdown here. I mean, golly. See, what's bad is you're picking a chart that started out horrible. I mean, yeah, pump and dumps, confirmation collapse, right? Impulse down. You wish you want to look for something like this that's started with an impulse up, not down. My God, dude, just look at that. Look how, like, candle close right here. Wick, low, a new low. Look, they lost it. And then they recaptured and reconfirmed like thrice.
Oil up because Iran just launched a missile.
Oh, see a missile.
Attacking U.S. bases about 30 minutes ago.
Oh my God, dude, Jordan. Oh my God, Iran and a missile. It's like, it's all bull crap. It'll all inverse or reverse tomorrow or in 12 hours or 3 hours. Nothing, man. It's all garbage to just wreck everybody. You know, you just got to sit and you got to have your trading plan, man. Better have your trading plan. Because you'll never win with the way this is so headline driven, and it's just any time my bomb went off, my Iran, my America, and Middle East. It's terrible. So man, just looking back in retrospect of like the price action to a level, spring back test thrice, and that big run after, and so yeah, I mean you're down here, and it's like, well, dude, but what about the maybe M shape? It's super close to not being an M shape because it went deeper than an 886 by the looks of it. But yeah, he's just kind of, he's like, dude, I see an M shape. And I'm like, well, you know what? I mean, it's there. Definitely an M shape at an all-time low from April of last year. Maybe you react. Maybe you get a reaction here and terrible trend. But it's been, I guess, in a no trend for over a year. But unfortunately, the no trend is occurring after a collapse, not the inverse. So yeah, I mean, a scalper might take a chance here, right? There's no help on the oscillators. Been beaten down nonstop. I mean, my God. And in 70 days, you're down 63%. That's horrible. What's up, Vincent, man?
At Vincent Lechapella 7432 super
Hubs,
chatted
yeah, we're gonna look at that
$35.40.
tonight, man.
Hey Mitch. Good evening, can you look at Hubs? Thanks a lot, man, as always.
We have a delayed Leroy Jenkins. Okay, man. Thank you, dude. There it is.
Please clap.
Thank you. Yeah, oil's probably not going to 150, dude. Vincent, we'll look at HubSpot. The price action's been unbelievable. Like, actually, that's bottoming behavior on HubSpot. We can definitely take gander. So, proceed at your own risk here. M shape's completed. Absolutely. It's a bat pattern. A very, very textbook bullish bat. So teal. Try to color code sharks as crimson, and then this blue aqua color as a bat pattern always. So you want to take a scalp by all means, but just know your trend is not good. And if they lose this level, it could be a nasty ride at 230. That's a lot of downside potential. So just, yeah, you're there. Inventure, thank you for the 20, dude. See what happens. Dude, SPX is reversing. Dude, it finally had an up day. Like, it was at 1.9%. Oh my God. HubSpot real quick. For Vincent, let's knock it out. This is a immediate delivery. We had a fulfillment center of Mitch Ray TA charts. So boom. What was going on, man? Remember, it was like, it's kind of looking interesting, dude. They lost the level, guys. Sucks, man. And then they just recaptured it. And what have they done? What did they do on Monday? On Friday? They bullish inside barred. Beautiful bullish inside bar. I mean, that is so textbook, right? And it's like they broke resistance, different supply lines of the falling wedge, supply line that goes all the way back, dude. All the way back to 2025, a little over a year ago. All the inflection point from 192.50 all the way back from 2019. Like all of the, it's like a congregation, the confluence of all these different levels, supply lines, horizontal lines, meeting. And wow, with the Japanese candlestick on Friday, kind of crazy. They gapped it up and highest daily candle close since June 2nd. So I'm wondering, is this it? You've back tested the spring at 192.50 and you're above all the levels here. So, I mean, okay, NASDAQ selling off, lows of day right now. Not looking hot, man. Alert just went off. Probably bad for Bitcoin. Yeah, NASDAQ not looking good, man. Not looking good. More pain. I mean, possibly. By the looks of it, technically, there's just no support until probably minimum 26.9. But anyway, HubSpot and a really interesting spot here. I mean, that's just, wow. If you're above 192.50, 208.62, I mean, the upside potential, like you'd want to be swinging for at least the 200-day moving average around 287.89. But this is the stuff you want to mess with. Things have just been beaten down for so long, and all of a sudden you're just seeing sellers stagnate and they're losing momentum, right? I mean, like it's like you go from lower low, lower highs, lower lows for a very long time, and then you get to an inflection zone. And you make the lower high, of course, business as usual. The lower low, the lower high, the lower low. But this lower low is not as bad as the previous low and lower low. And then you rally like this, and it kind of looks good. And they dump it again, and then all of a sudden the lower low turns into the same low. What? So no longer making lower lows, just making the same low. But you're below that key support, so you might be screwed here. But then the buyers came in and recaptured the level after the confirmation low. And now they're putting in, for the first time in God knows how long, a higher low. And the higher low's checking back testing the key level from years ago. And it's just interesting, right? You've broken out everything. You got a higher low for the first time in a long time. And it's just, I know an unfilled gap, though, like 205.70. You got earnings set up for the 5th. So that's next week. So you got to survive earnings, but it did have a great day today. Good 3 days in a row, actually. All right. Yeah, chat. Let me show you real quick. The NASDAQ bottom left right here. You can see low of day. This is the futures. 27,715. Right. Not a good start. With 47 minutes ago, we had the futures reopen. And lots of downside potential due to the lack of supports, lack of hustle, of course, right? 26.2 seems like your best candidate. Oh, this is kind of like, oh, it could be a support, I guess. It's never been support in the history of ever, any of this, but maybe it will be this time, And then even still, like 26.2 is like, it's never been support in the history of the charts. So it might be a candidate for support, but they might lose it, overshoot it and then recapture it, reconfirm it, but yeah, not looking great, man. Down 0.5% now. S&P down 0.23%. All right. Those are your 3 requests. We can real quick look at HubSpot, man. It was a big winner today. And some big winners, dude. HCA. This is healthcare. Up 7.3%. I mean, it kind of put in a confirmation low, had a supply line, you broke it. And yeah, huge candle, not like no technical event. I mean, you're up against this old all-time. You did break it, I guess, but you're below it after hours due to probably the nature of the index funds futures right now. But that's a big resistance, right? That's a big battleground. I wonder if they can break it out the gate or if it's going to be a struggle, but locally it kind of looks okay. Nucor Corporation, second highest daily candle close ever, after hours up almost another percent. But my God, dude, this thing, they've been running it like crazy. Hasbro was up 6+% today. I mean, the trend kind of reversed back here. This is what I'm talking about. M shapes at good context areas. And yeah, they did revisit this level, but they never lost it. And just broke out this longer term downtrend, and it's just been higher highs, higher lows for this toy making company. What a day. Expedia, right? Leisure, one of the highest closes ever. Way up here, man. That was just really nice trend you got going on. Be a shame if Jim Cramer said anything. But my God, dude, some of these just, right, these sectors. NCLH been beaten down. Kind of weird, but interesting here. Where, you know, remember this old M shit we identified? Like, it definitely was the bottom, I guess. But who cares, right? Just, you can't make yield on this crap. But it is interesting. They recaptured this old respected level. It's like an inverse head and shoulders.
What's up, Mitch? I think Robinhood is cooking with their new chain. Imagine a whole new generation of shitcoins. Can you take a look at Hood Plaza? Earnings coming.
I'm so excited about that, dude. No, it's not about me, man. No one is gonna be down. No one's got the money anymore. Retail, they have, right? You know, like there's like it kind of to me feels like there's a meme where it's like this cow and it's a emaciated cow. It's cartoon, and there's like someone coming out with their milk jugs, walking over to that emaciated cow that's just like, oh God, please no. It's kind of like, I feel like at this point the market that's where we're at. Like, they're coming to milk retail. It's like, what retail? Retail's like the poorest they've been since probably ever. 1930s, dude. Like, good luck trying to milk out some more exit liquidity from these people that have just been devastated. So yeah, Live Nation, Molly Cyrus, yep, leisure, more of it. So I wonder if this Inverse Head and Shoulders is gonna do anything and run us maybe back to the top, you know, $30, $29. It's just interesting. RCL 5.7%, crazy. Look at your trend here, right? I mean, look, remember how it all started for RCL? It M shape, no way. This one actually played out, went nuts, and is still in an insane trend. Like, I mean, they're almost like you're range bound, right? Okay, you're range bound asset, bullish consolidation. This is why I'm looking at Nvidia. Like, it's the same thing. Like, you're just sideways for many months, and they're trying to put in maybe a higher low now. If they retest that 350, it's gonna be a big breakout. Above the 200, life is good here. Coca-Cola all-time highs. What a friggin', that is a textbook spinning top right there. 5% on the dot. Never before seen levels. That old amazing ascending triangle, like godlike ascending triangle. Broke out, pretty much back tested it, and just been running again. See what I'm saying? Like, it is not all doom and gloom like it is on the semiconductors market. And there's broad-based rally going on. That's why you see this huge disparity in index funds performance and differential from all-time highs. So now, come on, dude. Now's like trade setup. They're testing the hearts of men's souls here, but in the end, they're just healthy, and they're not really doing anything too crazy in terms of like liquidity grabs. They're making it still feasible. They're trying to hold $90 here. They're putting in a local confirmation low. Think about how good this is. Like, the M shape completes, and then it's virtually like type 1 reaction, I guess. And now you've got like a bona fide type 2 return. I mean, at the supports, man, it's like not a joke. There's so much upside on now if the TA is respected. It's so good here. It's like, wow, the argument just keeps getting better and better and better. There's a little hidden divergence in the RSI. Excuse me. So this is it, man. Like, yeah, type 2 return now. Wow, beautiful service now.
You're listening to
W shaping in development? Maybe. Maybe you could. You could try. Yeah, I mean, like, you could be like, okay, well, maybe the same anchoring. Yeah, then it's okay, fine. 886, right? Bat pattern, take it to 197. Sure, but eventually, who knows how long that'll take? Take a long time. 140, 163, got good targets above you. Okay. Service now, hype in the freaking chat. Great trade setup right here. I don't know, like, I remember like calm Calm Foods was looking interesting here. I mean, they back tested this level. Looks like higher lows. Test the level. I mean, dude, come on. Of course, you can't do everything, right? But go figure that what happens all the effing time happened again on this one. Look at that, dude. It's just it's just there. I mean, we're looking at this in retrospect. We don't look at all of them in retrospect. We will identify them, plot them, and then months will go by, and then we come back and say, "Oh my God, that was it." I think BMY was like that. So there you go. The big correction concludes with the M shape, that higher low, the momentum halter, and then they hold it, and then they recapture key levels, and then it's volatile. But look at that. I mean, highest daily candle close today since October 17th, my birthday. Wow, holy crap. There you go. Just cool stuff, man. And what was I talking about? Let me show you real quick. Was it BM? Well, Spotify, dude. Spotify, Disney. Dude, there are some ones going on right now. Yeah, dude. BMY. Look at this. Like, it wasn't a type 2 per se. It was only a type 1. But, bro, I mean, this was... Posted this chart November 6th. And it's just like nothing's changing. Like, we're not doing anything different than we were. Excuse me, let me see here. Might not be. Yeah, I gotta. Crap, let me. Oh, wait, no, this is real. Okay, we're good. Look at this. BMY, dude. November 6th. There it is, right? Didn't effing touch it. Just looking at identifying it, man. Completely resolves. So it's just like magic. I mean, it pretty much hit $65 first time since in 3 years today. So before and after, harmonic dream, man. Gotta love it. But, you know, there are others. There's like, okay, forget that one. It's like, fine, let's forget it then. Fine. Forget it. Dude, what about like... Dude, I think there's so many ones that are interesting right now from scanning today. Gosh dang. Excuse me. What is that? Bro, look at this. Like, I mean, just for the sake of just TA, right? We love TA. Look at this. XEL. I wonder, man, like, how is this going to resolve? You're talking about this long-term uptrend on this asset, right? And this is just, oh, man, just nonchalantly regarding old highs from November 2020, May 2022 as support now once and twice. What? 2 times? Confirming? I mean, it's just such a beautiful little reaccumulation structure above an old all-time high from 6 years ago. And it's like, yeah, it's going to chop around. Oh my God, it's going to 77, 78. Bad macro. Yes, the macro is bad. Like right now, the NASDAQ is kind of nuking a little at lows of day, down 0.62%. But just structurally. Take that picture, man. Just look at that. Xcel Energy. Electric utilities, another sector that looks pretty freaking good. Like AEP, while my brain's on electric utilities, American Electric Power Company. Look at this. Like they just I know it's like it's continuing on. It's just crazy how well it's trending. It made an all-time high this month. A lot of downside for oversold, but so strong, right? It's just been strong as F. So anyway, dude, look, let's just check on CI. Cigna. This is a more recent trade setup. My goodness, man. Like, this is it. Like, it was like such a beautiful technical trade. Like, where it reminds me of VLO, that slam dunk trade setup. Same exact thing. Like, okay, correcting, very choppy, but then more recently, the key level that is undeniable given to us by the grace of God and market participants from 2021. 5 years ago. It's so real. It cannot be argued with or denied, right? That level was recaptured and formally tested as support. A lot of demand here and just another higher low. And now we're breaking out, breaking the supply line. Such a good start to this trade. Iran launched surprise ballistic missiles. Yeah, okay. Well, we can look at it top left or bottom left, really, the NASDAQ, because that's where the main pain's been. That's where that more crowded trade's been. So more people getting wrecked here. As the Dow Jones not doing the same, right? Not at the lows right now. So lots of weakness on the NASDAQ, man. SK Hynix, dude, what is that crap, man? What the F is that? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? We okay here? Big 163,682. Starting to catch on with a macro. Not looking great. We are power hour now for crypto. Let me check my notes here. Wow, dude. It's old set. Now 7 years old. And we used to play it all the time. CRM weekly looks good. CRM is almost like brothers or sisters with HubSpot. My God, dude, they really not as good as HubSpot, but certainly from a low to high up there, 88% retrace, right? So you don't have the, I mean, I guess you could try to say you're starting to put in higher lows locally here. Now you can see me now. What? Right? Are we good? So, South Korean memory. Oh, got you. Yeah, horrible. The Kospi down 10%. Are you kidding me? That was, we got to look at that after this. Yeah, so you got like a big shark pattern that's completed, right? You could just plot it if you want. It's there, but you're in just type 1 reaction territory, so it's not like crazy. And it's not quite a shark. You could make it into a bat or something, but yeah, 886, there you are. The little sweet spot starting to react. Okay, cool. I guess above 161, you're okay. The high from 2018, 2019. Guess you're fine above that, but you know, down there, value raise. Yeah, let's look at the Kospi composite index, KRX. It's horrible. I mean, almost 11%. It's like, this isn't even open. When does this open? Like 2 hours from now? Oh man, really gross, dude. So if you got macro, US, Iran macro stuff going on, this thing's gonna gap down again for sure. And unfortunately, now you're below that 6,300 level, like a hot knife through butter. Probably your strong support. Probably 5,079, 5,000 psychological. There's no oscillators helping you. There's no seller exhaustion implied at all. A lot would have to happen. This bottom would have to be put in first. So yeah, really tough spot here, man. The South Korean market. Think about this. Like you buy high and like you're down 36% in 39 days. Almost 1% a day. Anthony, yeah, real bad, man. The sentiment, that's like a testament to how bad things are in crypto. So yeah, 1 in 30 South Koreans have been margin called. Yeah, they don't F around in Asia, man. There's not a welfare state like ours where people can just be born and just be on government assistance their entire effing life and be just produce nothing. In the West, that exists on a grand scale to the detriment of the future of the society and civilization we live in. So yeah, I would imagine over there, like most people are like all competing hard, and that's why the advancement of their civilization has been so expedited compared to us, where we've like, look at our infrastructure in the West. It's like falling apart. All that money's going to entitlements and welfare and to other countries, really poor countries.
Carl tipped $25. Can we check out PayPal?
What's up, Carl, dude? Thank you so much. Yeah, PayPal. PayPal looking good. Yeah, dude. Entitlements. Taxpayer money. All of it going collectively 2 entitlements and USAID garbage, all that stuff. That's why nothing's gotten better. We are past peak Americana. We're past it. We're in the waning phase, and this won't get better. It's not gonna get better. So that's why it's important for you to like invest in yourself individually, because collectively society will only deteriorate. It's only gonna get worse. So your job is to make as much money as you effing can so you can get away from that horrible society. You can get put high up in a high security penthouse, all right, or some nice gated, set of land with a house on it with cameras and your guns, whatever, just getting away from all this terrible stuff. All right. So PayPal, they took this thing all the way down to levels from 2017, 2016. But hey, man, they held defense 1 time, 2 times, and kind of a W shape a little bit. I wouldn't consider it formal. But what was cool back here, I mean, like they like lost it, they gapped it up. Look, they recaptured and reconfirmed a springback test the date of June 24th of this year, and look at that. Earnings. It wasn't even earnings. What was this July 15th? Some news-driven catalyst? Because earnings just happened, I guess it was today. So I guess pre-market 4% up against a massive resistance, an old support that they lost. So they can break 58.88. You got a lot of upside to 68.59. But I think they're maybe breaking out. Breaking a supply line, a downtrend. This could very well have been a breakaway gap where they don't fill it anytime soon. So it's all about 58.88. Can they break that? I haven't touched these levels. You plotted these, and that was it. So. Nvidia 195 after hour. Yeah, dude, the whole market, man. All big tech screwed. Hood, yeah, we'll look at Hood right now. Hood's another example of an M shape that completed before a massive reversal way back. If you remember, I know some of you remember, well, the same thing we were talking about this. And this one took a while, right? It wasn't perfect or anything. Sometimes it's insane. Sometimes it's like this, where the M shape completes and then, okay, they hold it and sideways and then, one more test right back in the pattern completion zone, right? November 2023 before. Onward and upward, never seen again. And then a bullish dragon pattern, higher prices, and then inverse head and shoulders played out. Man, that's crazy. And you were requesting that. It's all about 93, 98 bucks now. This big zone. I hope they can hold it. But now you're back below the 200-day moving average. When's that been? When's the last time you were below the 200 moving average? You got to go all the way back to 2022. So this is a newer development, right? Where even on the Dragon, they would test the 200, the back pattern would complete, support would be tested, held, defended, and you'd have a big rally. And now, and you were well above the 200 when they pivoted in September last year and ran to all-time highs. And now you just got lower highs, lower lows going on. So this is a new thing going on. It's not great, man. I'm not really feeling it. I wonder if Dead Cat Bounce, is it a 50% retrace? It's a 618. So I don't really see anything that sticks out as like value or a structure that makes me excited. Nah, it's down 3% today. Maybe if we get back above 98 bucks, back above the 200 moving average and start making a structure, I'd be down. But I'm kind of tomorrow's earnings, right? Earnings literally tomorrow on Hood. Yeah, there you go, dude. So I just and there's Bitcoin, man, with the macro is not like actually at lows of day right now, but Bitcoin's at its lows since that negative headline came out. So there you go. I'm not really hooding, dude. Not really big hooding. Okay, there's another one I want to show you. Like I don't know if people care. It's down 1.44% after hours, but dude, everyone's given up on this, and I understand why. Like, there's no reason to care anymore, but we really just open-minded here. Okay, I'm not saying go long on. I'm just saying, like, for the sake of like learning, you're on your trading journey, right? A lot of your trading journey is identifying structures, watching them succeed or fail. Okay, well, you're at this point where Mosaic Company, the agricultural fertilizer company, look at this old level back from 2016 and 2018 on both sides, 2019 support resist. It's a very, very real inflection zone. Okay, they completed the M shape, And then they took us lower below the key levels, but look at the same stuff, right? It's a type 2 return that's a lower low, and it's a harmonic optimum price. And now look what they're doing. The sellers were unable, a nice bullish inside bar. We saw earlier in the stream, another bullish inside bar. Wow, beautiful harami, bullish harami, ushering in the bottom. You don't know it at the time, but as you can see, momentum is beginning to shift into the buyers of Mosaic, and another higher low coming in 22.22. And look at that today, highest close really since like June 3rd. And yeah, again, it's going to be up and down. They gapped it up, so like as long as maybe they can hold on to 22.22, this could be like unreal setup for at least a lower high, like a deeper $31, $32 lower high. I'm just, it's very interesting to me. It's all about the level, man. The context of the huge harmonic framework on top of the price action correlating to this very real level from 10 years ago. So I'm just very intrigued by it, where it's like you want to continue to monitor the situation on Mosaic, because this could be the best of all best levels to take a long for the most upside with the most strategic stop loss. But we'll see, right? Macro, it's crapping out, dude. Oh God, we're back to the lows of day on the NASDAQ, the Iran, and then MOS, PTSD. I know, dude. I know. That's what I'm saying, right? But it just, okay, right? Bad things will happen in life, and sometimes those bad things usher in the best things that ever happened to us. And it's like, man, you look back then and you're like, dude, if it wasn't for that horrible event that happened in my life, I'd never be where I am today. Thank God that bad thing happened to me that shifted the entire trajectory of my life. Sometimes it's like that with charts. Like, hey, it was good, and then it crapped out, and it was a type 1 reaction, and it rolled over. But look, now they're putting in a slightly lower double bottom. And remember, a great example, this is almost like identical in ways, ACHR. Right, you put in the M shape at an inflection point and a type 1 reaction, and then what happened? A slightly lower low, double bottom, type 2 return at the inflection zone. I mean, it's like the same thing before the big run, but we'll see, right? It's not, history does not repeat itself always, but it does rhyme, and all that. And it's like that Bitcoin accumulation framework, that accumulation fractal from 2021. It's not really playing out right now, doesn't seem like, and how could it with the macro being the way it is? So the Bitcoin buyers are starting to lose a really key level, like undeniable level. So I hope something changes soon. Otherwise, we could be cooked, man. Nvidia, Bitcoin, you name it, could be cooked. So anyway, I've been live an hour and 9 minutes. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button, that bell, sub. Thank you all for being here. But man, we've kind of covered a lot today, and dude, look, just one more. I'll leave you with this just for fun. Good mood today. Disney. It's unbelievable what they're doing right here. I don't know if it's going to manifest into anything worth a crap, because Disney's terrible. But I'm wondering, is it Wyckoff accumulation? Dude, just think about like 96 to 98 bucks. That zone that's so real, that goes back to 2017, 2018. Look how they like M-shaped right here. Okay. It's just a real inflection point. Like they're completing an M shape here. And I just wonder, like 3 white soldiers for sure, unfilled gaps though. So it's just a cool level. Like I wonder how this will resolve. Maybe it resolves like this. Oh, they run it up 200 and they come back down. Oh no, they fill the gap. And then all of a sudden maybe by September we get like some insanely nice price action. Okay. You see all this. Well, what looks like this? Well, you're going to Spotify technology. Whoa, what the heck? M-shape completes, and then like good price action correlates to the inflection point. Well, and all of a sudden you're stair-stepping higher. Well, that's pretty good. So maybe Disney could pull that, and then you broke the supply line. You really have. So I wonder what's gonna happen on Spotify and Disney and Mosaic, and there's definitely some interesting looking charts out there. There's more than that. You can join the Patreon, Citadel. They're there. man, airline company is definitely looking interesting. Like Delta's been killing it. American Airlines putting in another higher low after all the good stuff they did. Forget the daily here. It's all about the monthly on this one, man. Like, bro, it's the monthly. Like, you can't believe it right now. U-shaped volume signature. That's crazy volume in the past 2 months. Wow, highest volume we've seen since 6 years ago. Okay, it's cool stuff going on. But yeah, like your big tech, your risk-ons, it doesn't look like that's where the party is because the party was there. All right. Rachel, thank you for the kind words in chat. I'm going to leave y'all to y'all's dead chat selves. Y'all can not type somewhere else now. So, yeah, thank y'all for coming out and watching the stream. I'm very grateful. Rip Bitcoin. Oh my God. Oh, it's Evan, dude.
At Evan Aldo
Dang,
super
dude,
chatted
Evan, what's up, man?
$49.99. What's up, Mitch? Take a look at link custom
Lean.
CRCL.
You want to look at a crypto, dude? Nah, probably not. We'll look at it right now, but save the stream. Link, and there's no one making a market on this trash, dude. I mean, it's horrible. I can like clean this chart up. I don't really come here anymore. I don't look at S coins much anymore, dude. It's kind of a joke. Working on the lowest high of the downtrend. Such a lack of demand that buyers are unable or unwilling to test the 200 moving average. They can't even test 926, a swing high from 2022. To me, I don't really care for it. If I'm not buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, I'm sure as hell not buying Chainlink. I mean, if guess what happens if Bitcoin and Ethereum pump, then this will rally, but it'll probably underperform. If they lose 763, you got a date with 537. So you better pray to God that they're, putting in a confirmation low, one low, a second low. But the most recent discernible event is the lowest low, right? The lowest low of the downtrend. And all you can pray to God for is sellers are exhausted on a significant time scale like they are on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are not really. I mean, you could try to make an argument on the RSI a little bit that they are. Get that already, man. Down 5+% on the new week. Yeah, just it's all about the levels, and they don't hold 763, 731. I mean, like if the rally that occurs off of that, because they have defended it, okay, successfully. But if the rally is anemic, ideolated like that, and we start retesting again, you're getting set up to break it and go lower. So not really big on, I mean, I'd rather own Ethereum all day over this. There's no liquidity in crypto, not even in Bitcoin Ethereum. So it's like, you want me to buy, okay, if Ethereum and Bitcoin could very well be like hot garbage, this is like worse than that. I mean, this is like going to some random metropolitan in India and just trying to live there. That's what maybe buying Chainlink's like right now. Okay, not maybe, definitely. We'll look at Circle now. Circle Internet Group Incorporated. Oh, yeah, okay, kind of interesting-ish, but down 3%, down another percent after hours. But yeah, we've been here. We got it. There it is. There's your informal M shape at a price reversal zone. Right at yeah, I mean, it's just like $65. It's technically trading below it after hours. Oops, what the heck? That doesn't do. Bad. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, 64 and $65. That's it, right? Your IPO price. They're sitting there, man, only making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. They finally they're trying to make a decision on, are they going to make a higher low now and defend this level? You're in purgatory. I don't know. We haven't seen a reaction. Typically, we want a reaction. So then we know that the pattern's real, and then we want to see type 2 return. We don't have any of that yet. So this isn't even a real M shape. First off, it's not a real M shape because 60% retrace on the B point, 1414 on the B to D point, 886 on the X to D point. Doesn't make sense. It's not an actual harmonic. It needs to be a 1618 and 886 to be a shark. So it's not that. It's too deep. I mean, the B point shouldn't matter. So it's all about the 1618. You're not at a minimum criteria. So it's like informal M shape. Maybe they're trying to put in their footing. If you have bad macro, if the macro is going to roll over, then forget about it. But like, yeah, maybe we're hoping for waiting on a type 1 reaction. That's all I can tell you. And it'd probably go as high as that swing high from December up to $91. That could be as good as it gets. So yeah, man, just kind of SpaceX on a little bit better than SpaceX, I guess. What happened? And before, this is another garbage crypto. Did you really ask for a garbage crypto called Circle? Of course you did, right? Why? Why? Are you serious? You wanted another crypto? Dude, crypto's all scam, dude. Like, you shouldn't be putting your money in crypto. Like, you just shouldn't. And it's been this way for a long time now. Like, doing anything like that is just like, it's kind of stupid. Like, it's not even it's like a rigged casino. Like, casinos are rigged, but we're talking way worse. Like, where they won't let you buy, they won't let you have, right? What they do on October 10th, they showed you it's not even a casino. It's like literally a rug pull. It's like the pig slaughtering scam they run in Asia. That's all it is, man. They don't let you, your stop orders don't get triggered. They liquidate you no matter what. They dump the price of everything by 86%, 90% in hours and minutes. And then they don't let you buy if you have capital available until long before the rallies occurred. So, yeah, crypto is definitely a scam, dude.
Shouldn't we be heading into a bear market soon?
I mean, I don't even know what you want me to look at.
Can look at TM.
Was just saying, what's up, dude? You want TM? Like, the T-Mobile? And was I looking at the wrong circle? Does anyone know? Because I'm still trying to see here. Yeah, dude. It's just like, there's legit no reason to even think about crypto. Like, I know, like, hey, we started our live streaming careers doing Bitcoin. Dude, I started my financial journey only looking at stocks for like a decade. So I'm immune to this whole, like, dude, let's hold on for hope for a crypto, dude. That one crypto out of the 50 million that exists now. Yeah, this one's gonna, it's just like that. You can't have that mentality anymore. Like, it's over. It's a scam. There's no liquidity. There's no one trading. Like, if there is one day, then let's talk about it. But today, and it's been this way, it's over. Circle on NASDAQ. Isn't that what I looked at? It was the right one. Okay. Nice, nice. You're talking about Circle on the stable coin stock. So you were actually asking about Circle, Circle paired against the US dollar something, like perpetual swap on what exchange? Is it the same thing? I mean, you gotta just tell me the exchange, I'll look at it, but here you go. All right, I don't know. I had the right one. Nice. Here it is. Not enough data to even do anything, right? Even look at the hourly. Not enough candles. I don't care. You shouldn't care either. I don't think you have an edge. I think you're betting against sophisticated bots, algorithms, scammers, horrible people, like whatever. Like, and whatever you think is going to happen, they'll scam you. Like, oh, my order didn't get filled yet because there's 900 volume. 900, whatever that means. 900. So it's you and one donkey exchanging coins. Bitcoin at this low since that news-driven catalyst. 63.5 losing a key level here. Tokenized version of Circle. That's, there you go. Whatever. Okay. Well, why do that? Why even? Like, you shouldn't ever, at this point, like, why are you using crypto exchanges that are trying to get into stocks? Like they're horrible exchanges. Coinbase, garbage. Binance, they're all terrible compared to Schwab, Fidelity, Thinkorswim. Like there's just 0 point. There's 24-hour trading on those exchanges now. Like outside of the weekend, you can trade overnight anytime you want on all exchanges on reputable, well-established brokerages. Okay, like there's just no point in having any money in this garbage, these trash loser exchanges. Coinbase, how much liquidity they got? They got nothing, dude. See, you know, the thing about all these like big institutions that people talk crap about, they have liquidity pools. They can fulfill your order without like trying and having these front running bots on the order book. Like they just have, oh yeah, this is what it's on. They'll fulfill your order even overnight. I've been doing it since it came out for a year. Like it's just, yeah, using crypto exchanges to try to trade stocks is super stupid. The slippage, the fees, it's all a scam, dude. Ugh. Anyway,
When you're done with Circle, can we check out Hex?
good one, Richard Hart.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, let's look at it. What is it? Is it hex to something now? Is it even a thing? Dude, it's not that the biggest meme about hex. Dude, it's not that ticker. It's the other ticker. It's on this one. It's on the pulse chain. Blah, 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 blah. It's on this or that. Here's hex US dollar. Wow, 60 minute. All right. Okay, it's been pumping and dumping. All right. Looks better than not much. I don't know. I mean, lowest price since November 2024. Oh, wait, no, this isn't even it. This is delisted. Why is it even like available for me to even look at? Hex on my pulse chain? Dude, they're pumping it. It's up 17% today. Yeah, dude. And what's it going to do? It's going to collapse later. Any hexagons? You mean cult members that were deceived and destroyed? Good luck. Yeah, I just, what do you, yeah, let's look at it and laugh at it. Okay, cool. It'll put in the lowest high of all time and dump again. Let's scale out. Wow, how horrible. How horrible here. 1.8 tenths of 1 penny, I guess. Okay, funny stuff, dude. Hilarious. Haha. All right, chat, we're praying to God that the buyers can hold on to this level. It doesn't look like they are. Let's hope that hey, look, the S&P's going green. It's up. See, it's all garbage, man. These markets are so illiquid right now. Low volume, headline driven, Trump, Iran, bombs. Okay.
Wolfspeed is getting close to a buy again. Can you check it out, please? Yes, it's a stock.
I mean, we have like a minimum, right? Typically it's like $20 if you want to like actually get me to do like a formal request, dude. Because it's like, hey, Evan tipped $25 for each asset I looked at, and then look everyone else. I mean, Mr. Singh's there. We can look at TM real quick. TM, thank you for the 20, Mr. Singh. Toyota, not T-Mobile, crazy. Toyota. Wow. What's going on with this? So it's, should we look at Toyota on the Japanese? What is it? On the South Korean? Which one has the, there's oh yeah, this is actually on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, but look at it on the New York Stock Exchange. It's even more. Nah, we got to look at it on Japanese, right? No, we're gonna look on New York Stock Exchange. Okay, we'll look at it. Okay, hey, what happened today? Cars. Speaking of cars, General Motors hit an all-time high. Freaking nuts. Tesla in shambles. Just can't catch a bid. Can't catch COVID, man. Really see anything? I mean, it didn't really hit like a major. See the big inflection points, 160, 160, 160, 160. It didn't even hit that. I guess there's some more local level at 169. Yeah, that's it. There wasn't really anything else. Okay, 168. It's kind of reacting, right? There's not any sort of structure down here that would have made this actionable. It probably broke a supply line. Right, clearly supply line broken, whichever way you look at it. Okay. It'd be nice to get a retest so we can get a discernible pattern, but you don't always get it. It was the highest daily close since May 29th. Probably just doing what GM's doing. Looks like the combustible or just the more traditional auto makers are doing all right. Had a good day today. So just following that a little bit. Yeah, you're also insured in legitimate exchanges. Yeah, up to 250K, which ends up, you get older and your success compounds. It ends up not being much. Like, oh wow, the FDIC will only insure up to 250 grand of my money. No way, dude. That's insane. But yeah, way better than crypto exchanges. It's just, there's no benefit. Like, it's the only reason they're doing it's because people stopped using their levels at an alarming rate because everyone realized, wow, crypto just rug pulled us. Crypto is like an actual scam collectively all together. It is. And nothing will change that now because of what happened October 10th. So no one's going to use crypto anymore. It's the biggest joke ever. Like, outside of like individual scams like Enron, right? And Theranos, and like, I don't know there's ever been like a full-on ecosystem of like a sector or entity that all ended up being a complete rug pull scam. It's definitely historical, will be in the books, I think, because of that. So you want to use their garbage exchanges? They started as a crypto exchange and the whole freaking sector is a scam. Well, now we're going to start doing tokenized stocks and commodities. And typically, like, anytime they get listed, it's the top for the equity or the commodity, if you haven't noticed. I mean, dude, straight up, the top of the mania in late January for gold and silver, they launched those tokenized cryptos, derivatives for a derivative of a derivative, right? Like, of the underlying commodity, gold and silver. And that was That was it. I mean, it was like days later. It was insane. So F them, man. They're like the arbiters of the end of all trends. So like them getting into stocks now is like, oh, is the whole stock market screwed now? Yeah, just only idiots are gonna be buying stocks on crypto exchanges. It's like they just showed you they have no scruples, integrity, nothing. Why are you gonna use them? You shouldn't. It's stupid. So anyway, it looks like we get a little recovery on the futures after that. The bombs went off, and who cares? Like, when has that ever mattered? Oh my God, Iran launched bombs. Ooh, the market's cooked, dude. Said no one ever. All right, yeah. So I mean, it looked like it broke out. I mean, you requested it, so it's like upside potential, maybe to swing high 195.91. Yeah, big resistance there. That's probably to the extent of the rally here, but the rally would conclude and make a lower high, and you roll over again, hopefully for a second test or something. But yeah, it's just running with GM. Good morning, General Motors, ETH, all-time highs. History, man. And then you just look at Tesla for the memes. Horrible, man. Lowest daily candle close today since August 1st of last year. So we're going on 52-week lows. Let's just say you pretty much hit 51-week lows, whatever, today. But you are at an inflection point. You're near like $300, a big deal. That's where the reversal came in last year, a year ago. That's a big deal. To lose that, you're so effing screwed. So you'd think like they might overshoot it, recapture it, reconfirm it, and it might be an interesting swing trade at that point. But There's no structure. It's just down at a support level. And this could be ushering in a reversal, dude. Sure, macro recovers. Hey, good news, chat. Bitcoin, the buyers are really trying by the grace of God to hold on in power hour to this key level, this old daily candle close record from 2021, 63,588. Super serial about the peace deal. Yeah, it's all a joke, dude. It's just, maybe it's another forever war. I don't think it'll ever end. I don't know how. I mean, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what's going on? Oh yeah. Can I play it? Yeah. Let's see. Y'all remember this?
Can I eat this fish?
This is an African lungfish. You can survive on land for more than half a year without water. Locals say it actually tastes pretty good.
Can I eat this fish?
Can I eat this fish? Can I long this stock? Can I long this crypto? Good luck, dude. Good luck to you and yours. Okay. Bitcoin, this is how close we are. Death or glory, man. Are they gonna do it? Are we gonna hold, or is it F, man? Ugh. The thing, what sucks about it is like we could be F'd and lose the level, dump, and then still make a higher low than 58K, and it's kind of still okay. That's just ugh. Crypto, bro, and then you can just own CI, you know. All right, chat. You go ahead and eat this fish. And thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Join the Discord if you haven't. Discord's amazing. Great place of value. So I'll be back. Until next time. Respect the T. Hey.